In an interview with Karan Johar, you have defined organized religion as madness. But the matter of fact is that the majority of the people in the planet do identify themselves with one religion or the other. And in the process, they create some kind of wall between those of different faiths. So, what can we as youth do to break that wall and help everybody live united?
See, people divide themselves in so many ways. As you just now said, mainland India. We'll pardon you because you're from Nepal. Mainland China, mainland India, not like that, just India. Now, the thing is, see, for a whole lot of people, they're not in such a level of consciousness right now. If it comes to me, I'm like this, I have no struggle within me for anything. So I don't look up, because I know the planet is round and it's spinning. If I look up, I'm looking up in the wrong direction. But for somebody else who is fearful, somebody else who's not figured their life, for them just believing there is somebody up there gives them solace. They're going to open the psychiatry department. But you will see psychiatry is very inefficient because you can treat only one patient at a time. And you need a lot of furniture like this, you need a couch, But now, God is holding your hand, don't worry. A whole lot of people, they're managing their psychological balance. It's true or false is not your question. The question is whether it's working or not working. It's working on one level. Yes or no? A whole lot of people will be cracked up if they don't have something that they believe they're holding on to. If that is not there, they will crack up. Because not everybody is on a spiritual path, not everybody is so organized within themselves that they will handle things out of their own conscious intelligence. They need something to lean on. Why people are leaning upon each other, why people are making… See, freedom is the most valued thing in the world, but still most people are trying to build bondages among themselves. Why? They need somebody to lean on, isn't it? So when all these people fail, they need somebody else to lean on. So, what you call as religion is a certain belief system. Belief is a very inexpensive and efficient psychiatry. It helps people to stay. Most people will lose their mind if there's nothing to fall back on. Isn't it so? But as a human being evolves from belief to knowing, then it'll naturally go away. The entire movement that I'm doing right now is a movement from religion to responsibility. What this means is, religion means God's will. When is it God's will? When things go wrong. Yes? It's also an insurance for failure. When things don't work out, it's God's will. Otherwise, failure will poke you and poke you and poke you. In case she doesn't respond, it's God's will. Yes. No, it's her will. Now, if you take away this aspect from people, a whole lot of people will get confused and suffer immensely. You must evolve with society from religion to responsibility. What this means is that you are willing to see that your destiny is your making. It'll take a certain amount of organization for an individual human being to come to that. In this culture, forever we have thought that, because in this culture there is no the God, anybody. There's never been. All the people that you worship in this culture are people who walked this geography. Whether Rama, Krishna, Shiva, anybody you take, they all walked this land at some time. And they were not even a super success. Nor did they do anything superhuman. They did not drop from the sky, they did not fly in the air, they did not walk upon the water, nothing. Drudgery, daily. All kinds of troubles in their life, daily. more trouble than any of you will go through. All kinds of things. You look at Rama's life, he's still having real estate issues. So, even during his life, he lost his kingdom, went to the jungle, lost his wife, went and got her back, again lost her, almost killed his children. Then he never saw his wife. She means a lot to him. If he was that kind, that if his wife was kidnapped, he found a local girl immediately. I mean, he's a king, he could have found another wife, all right? Any man could have found. But he walked nearly 3,000 kilometers down to get her back. Fought a war, burnt a beautiful city and got her back and again lost her. This is not a successful life. But the reason why we are bowing down to him is because no matter what life did to him, he stayed free. He did not become resentful, he did not become hateful, he did not even become reactive to anything, nor did he become a recluse. He participated, fulfilled all his duties, whatever he has to do, all his responsibilities as a king. He has personal grief, but that personal grief never became a part of his consciousness or his actions in the world. To such an extent, when he came back after killing Ravana, he wanted to go for 1 year of penance in Himalayas. His brother Lakshmana asked, "Are you crazy? This man kidnapped your wife and after so much difficulty we got her back and now you want to do penance for having killed him?" So Rama said, he had 10 qualities. 9 are all treacherous qualities. I don't mind killing them. But one aspect of him was he was a great devotee. Unfortunately, I had to kill the devotee also. For that, I want to do 1 year of penance. Because the man is free from all these things, when one is free, in this culture we say he is attained to mukti or moksha. The highest value has always been liberation, not God, not heaven. Always liberation. Freedom has been the highest value. Because of that, we worship him, look up to him. We didn't say he is the God. He is somebody worth emulating because he represents freedom, no matter what. So this is something you must understand. You cannot decide what life throws at you. But what you make out of it is 100% yours, isn't it? So the important thing is that you must grow. If you want to grow with God, please grow with God. If you want to grow without God, you grow without God. But you must grow. That is, you must grow towards your ultimate freedom. That's important. So, what you call as religion never existed in this land. Various kinds of spiritual processes. And anybody who emulated, who was worthy of emulation, we started worshipping all of them. Today, a lot of people are worshipping Tendulkar as cricketing god. See, it's very appropriate for this culture. If somebody excelled in something beyond what you consider normally as human, we say he's a deva, okay? Arjuna is worshipped as a… yesterday I was at the award ceremony, Arjuna award for everybody. Simply because he excelled in archery in a certain way, now we're saying he's an archery deva, okay? So if you excel in your microbiology, we will say you are a microbiology. This is happening in the world. See, here we are doing it culturally, but is it not happening everywhere? People are almost worshipful about Albert Einstein, aren't they? People are almost worshipful about Mahatma Gandhi, aren't they? People are almost worshipful about Nelson Mandela, aren't they? Because when some human being exhibits certain qualities which is above what we consider as a normal human being, then we bow down to that. This is not… here it is consciously done, but in every culture people will naturally do it, isn't it so? So this is a religionless, godless land. Here we always told you, your life is your karma. Did we? This means your life is your making. There is no Uparwala managing you. This is the only culture. Only thing is, does it mean to say I created the whole universe? Obviously it was here before you and me came. So there is a dimension of intelligence making this happen. Where is it? What did you… Okay. What do you have for lunch? Okay, I'm sorry, breakfast. Chapati. See, does she look like a chapati? She eats a chapati and she becomes like this. There is an intelligence within you which can make a chapati into a human being, yes or no? A simple dough, wheat, flour and chapati into such a complex machine, yes or no? Is there an intelligence like that here or not? This is the biggest mistake we made in the world. People went about describing God means love. All the people who lack love in their life, they said God is love. All the people who are fallen, they said God is compassion. All the people who are hungry, they said God is food. But if you don't subscribe to any of these things, if you open your eyes and pay attention to everything in this universe, if you look at this flower, if you look at this leaf, if you look at everything, you look at a tiny ant, how it is made, if you pay enough attention, there is a tremendous intelligence, isn't it? Hello? But nobody said God is intelligence. This is the biggest mistake we've made. The reason for human stupidity is just this, we did not identify divine as the highest level of intelligence. But that's what it is. If you don't believe anything, if you just pay attention to creation, do you see an intelligence beyond your brains everywhere? In every leaf, every flower, every ant, every microorganism? Yes or no? You're looking in the microscope? Yes. Do you see tremendous things right there? Yes. If you pay attention to the universe, including your own body, you would see there is a phenomenal intelligence functioning right here, isn't it? If you identify with that intelligence, if this intelligence which can make chapati into a full-fledged human being like this, if you even find conscious access to even one drop of that intelligence, you will live magically, isn't it? Not miserably. So miserable people are always looking how to fall back on something. They need a fallback. And those who may have made a misery out of their life, they want to go to heaven. Yes, those who made a hell out of themselves, they want to go to heaven. But I'm asking you, is it true that all human experience is coming from within or outside? Coming from within. What's coming from within you must happen the way you want it, yes or no? What's coming from outside, I cannot determine because somebody else, something else throws those things at me. What's coming from within me must happen my way, isn't it so? What's coming from you, I cannot decide. We don't know what you will do, but what's coming from within me must happen my way. If this one thing, if you take charge, you will live a blissed out life. When you're blissed out, you will not want to go to heaven. Only those who have made a hell out of themselves want to go to heaven. So religion has come out of these belief systems simply because of the ignorance of how life is made. So the entire movement is to move people from religion to responsibility. This does not mean we want to destroy some religion, no. A whole lot of people right now need that belief. If you take away that belief, they will be shattered, yes or no? It is like when you were a child, any of you can say… answer this question. When you were a little girl or a little boy, what did you play with? A toy? No. Do you remember any one important thing? Usually in the West, it's all teddy bear or something like this. You had a teddy bear? You had a teddy bear.
Yes.
When you had the teddy bear and hugged it and walked around, it meant a world to you, isn't it? At that time, if I came and snatched the teddy bear and took it away, probably you would be scarred for life, isn't it so? For always you would remember, this man came and took away my teddy bear, hurt deeply. But since then you have grown up, do you remember where the teddy bear went? No. Somewhere as you grew up, religion should fall off like that. If you take it away, it's going to shatter people. It's not good to do that because it's serving a certain purpose. It is serving a very important purpose in human societies. You can't just take it away. If people grow out of it, it's wonderful. But this doesn't mean you become an atheist. See, there is no difference between an atheist and a theist. A theist believes something that he does not know in a positive way. An atheist believes the same thing in a negative way. Both of them are not sincere enough to admit we don't know. Actually, you do not know. Hello? There were two brothers. There were two brothers, little boys, highly energetic boys. When young boys are very energetic, they're in constant trouble. So they're always into some mess. Parents are very embarrassed. Log kya bolega? Very embarrassed about their children because everybody is discussing their children. So they want to fix them. But you know how to reproduce, but you don't know how to fix them. Does anybody know? No. If you have the necessary love and commitment, you can wait out their problems. Otherwise it'll freak you, children will freak you. Yes, they do. So they decided to take these boys to the local parish priest. Because together they're strong, they decided to take the younger boy first separately. So they took the young boy, made him sit in the priest's office and they left. The boy was sitting there, priest came. See, all this needs a certain drama, otherwise it doesn't work. Long robes and a serious face, a very grave face. And he looked at the boy and walked up and down for effect. The boy sat there doing the ping-pong act. Then the priest thought up a strategy. If I remind this little fellow that God is within him, all his mischief will go. See, this is the whole problem with the world. People who never raise children, they have fantastic ideas. Those who have raised children, they know none of the damn ideas work. So, he thought up this strategy and suddenly with a booming voice he asked, "Where is God?" The boy was bewildered, he looked all over because he must be somewhere in the priest's office. Then the priest saw he's not getting the point. So he leaned on the table, pointing at the little boy. "Where is God?" He's giving him a clue. God is within you. "Where is God?" The boy looked even more bewildered and looked under the table. Then he saw he's not getting it. So he walked around the table, tapping on the little boy's chest, asked, "Where is God?" He's clearly giving a clue where he is. The boy just got up and bolted out of the room, ran to the place where his elder brother was. He said, "We are in some deep trouble." The elder brother asked, "Why, what happened?" He said, "They've lost their God and they think we did it." I am not taking away anything from you. When you say, "I believe something," you must understand, you made up something for a certain convenience. As long as it serves that convenience, it's fine. But if you're stretching it beyond that point to divide humanity, you better